Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Kristi. Today I have a keto video for you, and this is easy keto meal prep. For me, I meal prep usually lunches and breakfast items. That's because I have kids that need to get out the door quick in the morning. So I pack lunches every single day. This makes it a whole lot easier on me. I do occasionally throw a dinner item in there so that we can have a meal really quick one night when we're busy. If you've not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so because I'd love to have you as a member of my YouTube family. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. I'll have my name down here. And also over on our Facebook group, All Things Keto with Kristi. You're gonna love it over there. So let's go ahead and get started and let me show you what I did today. I'm going to be making some chocolate pudding for the girls. I picked this up either at the Natural Food Market or I can get it off Thrive Market. I think I'll have the link below for you guys. Pretty sure I have one if you want to check them out. This is 4 servings and I'm just going to put it in these little containers right here. Well, 3 of them. It makes 4. Briley wants some right now. That way they'll have them for school this week. I think they come in vanilla also, but I just picked up the chocolate. And it does come with directions if you want to mix it with something other than milk. So I'm going to be using the Milkadamia that came in my keto crate last month. The sweetener used in these are stevia leaf and also erythritol. I'm just going to put the powder in here. And it says if you're not going to use milk, if you're using a milk substitute like I am, you will use less of a liquid. And this is 1 1/4 cup. Now with my electric mixer, I'm just going to beat this until it becomes thick. That seriously could not have been any easier. It took maybe 2 minutes to throw together. I'm just going to go ahead and spoon this into the little containers as equally as I can get it. So it did make 3. Briley's already ran off with 1 to eat. I'm going to put the lids on these and store them in the refrigerator. Then when we pack lunches in the morning, we're already going to have the puddings ready. Quick note, I did taste of this with the one Briley ran off with, and it's absolutely delicious. She did put a little bit of Cool Whip on top, the sugar-free one that we get at Walmart. It was really good. This would make a great pie filling if you made it a little thicker. This is such an easy recipe. Today I'm going to be making some Jello Hoe. So what you're going to need is basically just water, an electrolyte mix. There are tons on the market to choose from. There's the Everly, which I like personally. There's also these. These are the Dr. Price's electrolyte mixes. These are the ones that I pick up for Briley. So whichever electrolyte mix you use. And then you're going to need some gelatin. This is just the original unflavored gelatin that I pick up. Start out by boiling 2 cups, 16 ounces of water. In a bowl, I'm just going to add 1 packet of the gelatin. For those of you that I know will ask, right here are your nutritional facts and also your ingredients, which are just gelatin. For this recipe, which is for me, I'm going to be using the Everly Grape Energy Drink Mix. It does have electrolytes in it, and you're just going to need 1 teaspoon. Now I'm going to pour in my 2 cups of boiling water, and I'm going to whisk that together until everything is dissolved. I'm going to pour this into an 8x6. You could use an 8x7, 8x8, but this one is just an 8x6. It's the one I have on hand. And now I'm going to place this in the refrigerator until it sets, usually around 3 to 4 hours. For those of you that might be asking about the energy drink mix, this isn't sponsored. I buy this myself. I'll have links below if I can find them. This one is keto-friendly, gluten-free, sugar-free, and it's natural with electrolytes. It is sweetened with erythritol and stevia leaf extract. It does have some B12. It has 1500% of your B12 for the day. It also has riboflavin, potassium, but only 2%. It has magnesium, but only 2%. Thiamine, and also vitamin B6. I like the taste of this one. It does have 5 calories for 1 teaspoon, and your carb count is 2. It's been several hours, and you can see they've set up. Now, as I need them, I'll just cut them out into little squares and eat them. But they're just a good little snack. I'll put like a dollop of Cool Whip right on top. And this is what I'm talking about. Just a little snack at the end of the night or during lunch. And it just lets me have that little bit of something that I need. And of course it jiggles. I mean, come on, really? I'm not going to go over this in great detail because I have a million times. Just know this week I am making pork chops again. These are the thin cut pork chops I pick up at Aldi. I'm just going to make them in my air fryer and that's it. Once I have a layer in my air fryer, then I put a little bit of oil on top. You can use avocado, you can use olive oil, and once I get that on there, I just brush it all over it. The first batch, I'm going to be sprinkling some Creole seasoning on there. And I just put a thin layer, just a little bit of taste. But you can season these with whatever you want. Now I'm going to put it in my air fryer. I'm going to leave it at 350, but I am going to change the temperature down to 10 and push start. That's it. That's all I do, and I'm going to put these in a container. I think I'm using glass lock and lock for this one. Oh, sorry guys, a little hot. I need to get a clean fork. And I'm going to store them in the lock and lock container. Okay, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to store them in the lock and lock container, and I'll put it in the refrigerator, but I'm going to go ahead and finish this process. This time I'm going to put garlic and minced onion on them, but you can add whatever you want. That's it, super simple. Today I'm going to be making an egg loaf, and this one is the banana nut egg loaf. This is Kristi, Dat Keto Lady's recipe. So I'm not going to be able to give you exact measurements, but I can show you the ingredients. Make sure you go check her out. She is on Instagram and YouTube. It's just Dat Keto Lady. She has an e-cookbook, which I adore, and I make several of her recipes. They are so good. But I've never tried this one before. I usually just make a plain egg loaf, but I make it in muffin tins so that the girls can just grab it and go when they need to. But this time I'm actually gonna make a loaf. So here's what you need. You need pecans, you need extracts. These two are optional. You can just do a regular egg loaf, but I'm using maple and banana. You need butter, cream cheese, eggs, granular sugar, and you need a baking powder. Her recipe doesn't call for any sugar, but I am going to put a little bit in it just to make it just a tiny bit sweeter because that's the way I like it. I am just starting out with your basic egg loaf recipe. You're going to need your butter, your cream cheese, and your eggs all at room temperature. And I can go ahead and tell you this: 8 eggs, an entire block of cream cheese, an entire stick of butter. That's just your basic egg loaf recipe. We're just going to be putting all of this in a blender or some sort of mixer. You can use a hand mixer, but you're going to want to put it in something that can mix it up really well. So now I'm going to add in my cream cheese block. It has been sitting out most of the day, actually. And now a stick of butter. Just for convenience, I went ahead and cubed it up. Now I'm going to add in some banana extract, since this is a banana nut. I'm also going to go ahead and add in just a little bit of maple, not too much, but I love maple extract, probably about half a teaspoon. Now, baking powder. I am going to add in the Swerve to make it a little sweet, although her recipe doesn't call for it. Okay, now I'm just going to put the lid on this, and I'm going to go ahead and mix all this together. This is just a little ninja, and I picked this up off of QVC. It was actually a Christmas present from my mother-in-law, and it's probably my most favorite thing she has ever got me. I did just taste it for sweetness, and I decided to add another tablespoon of Swerve. Okay, that's perfect. Now I'm just gonna add in some pecans. I'm gonna put them in last and then just pulse this so that it chops them up some. I've went ahead and lined my loaf pan, and I've also put in parchment paper just so it'll be easier to pull out. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and pour this in. Before I stick it in the oven, I'm just gonna go ahead and take some ground cinnamon, and I'm going to sprinkle that on top just a little bit. I'm not trusting that my loaf pan is deep enough, so I am putting this on a baking sheet before I stick it in the oven. So the oven's been preheated at 400 degrees, and this is gonna go in for 25 to 30 minutes. Not gonna lie, this was in probably closer to 40 minutes, and look how huge it's got. Of course, as it cools, it's going to deflate some. It smells absolutely delicious. I will let this cool completely and then store it in the refrigerator. I'll probably go ahead and slice it into chunks. That way when the girls want it, or Preston or Chris or me, we can just get it out, warm it, and put syrup over it, because I have a feeling putting a little bit of the Lakanto syrup over this is going to be amazing. Now that this has had time to cool, I'm just gonna go ahead and slice this and put it in my glass container. That's what it looks like. This way we'll have it as we need it throughout the week. All we need to do is just warm this up in the microwave, put a little bit of butter on that, and then cover it in the Lakanto syrup. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.